Hello and welcome students. So in our previous classes we understood what is state and what are the kinds of state, what is nation, country, a state in terms of international law, and what are the kinds of state in terms of international law. So today we will understand what is recognition for international law in the international community. Here, the identity of a nation, a country belonging to the international community are by no means fixed and invariable, but the history reveals that the changes underwent in the way to be the world we see it today. Old nations, countries disappear or unite with other states to form a new state, or disintegrate and split into several new states, or former colonial or vassal territories may be process of emancipation themselves attain statehood. Then also, even in the case of existing states, revolutions occur or military conquests are effected and the status of the new governments becomes a matter of concern to other states. These transformations raise problems for the international community, of which one is the matter of recognition of the new state or of new government, and the other change of status involved in its dealings. So, it is better to understand as per the definition provided by the jurists for the term recognition. Recognition may be defined as a formal acknowledgment by the existing members of the international community of the international personality of a new state. According to Professor L. Oppenheim, he defines recognition as in recognition, a state as member of international community, the existing states declare that in their opinion the new state fulfills the conditions of statehood as required by international law. Again, the Institute of International Law defines recognition as it is the free act by which one or more states acknowledge the existence of a definite territory of a human society, politically organized, independent of any other existing states, and capable of observing obligations of international law, by which they manifest through their intention to consider it a member of international community. So, in practice in this international community, how recognition is practiced in this international community in today's world. So, we can compare it with the earlier periods as well, as per our following examples. So, first, the International Law Commission removed the topic of recognition of states and government for codification on the ground that the question of recognition pertained to the province of politics rather than of law. So, practice of states suggests that on many occasions a new state is not recognized by other states, even if the former fulfills the essential conditions of a statehood. And on some occasions, recognition is granted even if the new state does not possess all the attributes of a statehood. So, first of all, to get recognized, there has to be an existence of a state. So, in practice, usually the practice of states suggests that on many occasions a new state is not recognized by other states even if the former fulfills the essential conditions of a statehood, and on some occasions recognition is granted even if the new state does not possess all the attributes of statehood. So, it is said therefore that the acknowledgement of the possession of the attributes of statehood in a state depends upon the discretion of the existing states. The discretionary and unilateral power is exercised in accordance with the policy of a state. Further, for instance, although Israel was established in 1948 with all the requirements or qualifications of a statehood, some Arab states have withheld recognition of Israel. And again, the United States refused to recognize People's Republic of China for many years despite the fact that it was a state. Consequently, withholding of recognition is not to be taken necessarily as the denial of the existence of a state. A state exists, but it has not been yet recognized. Thus, at present, rules regarding recognition are not well settled as per the International Law Commission, since they haven't codified the law in terms of recognition. In the absence of any codified rules, the topic of recognition is governed by the state practice. That is, it is depending upon the governance or the state political policies. Recognition, therefore, is not the conclusive proof of the existence of a state. So, this was a concept, an understanding or the meaning or definition of recognition. So, we will see you in a next lecture videos. Chalo, thank you.